India has been ravaged by the COVID 19 pandemic over the last 1 year, and things have gone from bad to worse in last almost 1.5 months. I stay in a small state of Goa, and how the things have panned out, I'll just show it through the newspaper reports which I have collected over a period of time. How the things have gone from bad to worse in a small state like Goa, which has got 40 MLAs and 2 MPs, and still the things have gone from bad to worse. Now, this is the newspaper Times of India Goa newspaper 21st April 2021. See the headlines. As COVID cases, deaths hit record high in Goa, show goes on in packed nightclubs. Now, you can imagine when the whole of India was having some or the other restriction on the movement of the people between states. The state of Goa had no restriction. There was no requirement of COVID negative certificate to land here. People were coming in droves from all over India for recreation here, whether by flight or by road, and there was absolutely no restriction on anybody entering Goa. Now, how it has resulted in or how it has affected the overall situation of India, I will come to that, how this all has affected. Now, this is Times of India Goa of 28th April. See the headlines here. It says, as Goa healthcare system crumbles, patients battle more than just virus. Now, this is Times of India Goa newspaper of 6th May. And see the headlines here. A day of highs for Goa. Positivity rate 52%, death 71, new infection 3496. Now, within a span of 6 or 7 days, the positivity rate has climbed to 52% and deaths to 71. Now, imagine the Goa state is a very small state. It has a population of just 15 lakhs. And see the deaths and the number of infection. This is too high for a small state like this. Now, this is a small graph in the Times of India 7th May newspaper. It shows the positivity rate of the various states of India, and these positivity rates are calculated from 8th of May to 21st April, 8th of April to 21st April, and from 21st April to 4th May. Now, see here. The state of Goa is right on top here. You can see Goa. Now, despite Times of India bringing out all these issues from 6th April to 6th of May, these are the various news reports of Times of India. Hospitals and ICUs at state sees biggest single day spike. Doctors call out Netas for violating protocol, setting back the example. Second wave more severe, hitting younger people badly. Then here, as COVID cases, death hit record high in Goa. Show goes on as I read out earlier in nightclubs. Oxygen crisis hits GMC patients. Kin forced to get oxygen from outside Goa. Waiting outside South Goa hospital, 89-year-old lady dies in a car. GMC study finds high risk areas in Goa hinterland. Now, after all these reports of almost 1 month, when the state government didn't react, the High Court had to remark on it. They remarked finally, no justification in state not insisting on COVID negative certificate from those entering Goa. Finally, the state government reacted on 7th of May, and then they said entry into Goa only with negative COVID certificate. High Court, difficult says. CM still feels that it is difficult to do. Now, finally, you see the number of cases which has risen from 14th April. It has gone from hundreds to thousands, and from 473 cases on 14th April to 4,195 cases on 7th of May. And this is what Times of India's views are there. Stay home, Goa, and based on all their reports, what they have seen, how the state government has reacted over a period of time to their reports. This small state of Goa was known for tourist attraction, places of tourist attraction all over the world. In fact, Goa is in the world map. But today I was watching the CNN International channel, news channel, at around 11:35 hours, and the Goa was making news on that channel, where the newsreader was reporting that the state of Goa in India has a positivity rate of 51%. So Goa has gone international in this terms also now. Now, my point of showing all this is that there are 2 points I want to make. Now, Goa, I feel, is responsible for, to some extent, of spreading this COVID 19 all over India. How? Because people were coming to Goa unrestricted. There was no COVID negative certificate required. So, who was coming, whether positive or negative, they were coming, they were partying in the nightclub, rave parties, and various places all over Goa, and they were spreading the disease among the local population also, and they were taking it along with them to all over India also. So I think Goa is to some extent responsible for spreading this COVID-19 disease all over India by not having any regulation on people who came here and who went from here. And now, the second point I want to make, who is responsible for the misery which the people are facing and the number of death people are facing in Goa? Who is to be held responsible? Do we hold the health professionals responsible for by not being able to control or not being able to help the people who are suffering from disease? I don't think so. They are giving their 100%, they are giving their heart out towards all the people who are in hospital. They are working 12-hour shift. Who works for 12-hour shift? They are not met their families. Do we hold the people responsible to some extent by not following the COVID protocol, or do we hold the state administration responsible for not enforcing strictly the COVID protocol? Or finally, do we hold the our all powerful our leaders who are sitting and who are control everything, who have all the authority, and do they have no responsibility towards the people who have voted for them and who have elected them, and they swear on constitution to serve the people of their constituency? Should they not be held responsible for whatever is happening all over Goa or all over India for that matter? If they had opened a help center in their individual constituencies from where they have been elected and coordinated and helped people, I am very sure the misery of the people and the suffering which people are facing would have been minimized. I don't think it has been done. If it has been done, it is not in my knowledge, neither it is in the newspapers. If any of the MLAs and MPs, whether ex or serving, there are so many of them who were before in power and are ex MLAs. They could have set an example. If the ruling MLAs are not setting an example, what stops the MLAs who are not in the ruling right now to open a help center and help the people and set an example for the ruling MLAs and for the people whom they swear to serve under the constitution? I think somebody has to be held accountable for whatever is happening either in Goa or all over the country.